and Brad. Our co-host Nikki is on a cruise this week, so not joining us, but instead we've got a stellar co-host filling in with Harley. She's back, a friend of the show and Flormalee member, fellow contestant. It's awesome to have you back. This week, season 5, episode 9. We are getting so close to the finale, folks. Is Eric ever going to thaw out? I don't know, but I'll tell you, the randomizer hit only twice this week, which is pretty new. Almost everybody went back to the floor. A retired MLB player didn't know who Willie Mays was, but a retired WNBA player completely slayed and schooled him. I'm excited to get to those duels in the end, but we're going to kick it off with recaps from the top of the show with duel number 1. But before we start, we want to say welcome back, Harley. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. It's exciting to be back. I've been trying to come back, but I've been very busy.
Very much growing up, everybody. We're seeing Harley grow up before our eyes. Brad and I just said she looks like she's aged with a whole year of college under her belt. But she's also a floor expert, having been on that show, so we're excited to get her feedback. Have you been following this season, Harley?
I have. I got all caught up the other day.
You did?
I binged it all in a day.
Oh, so you're newly binged. You've got some. I bet you got some opinions. We can't wait to see you.
Wait a second. You binge. See, there's no way I could binge this show, man. I would. Harley, let me just say, if Angie said, Brad, you've got to binge this show, this would be me right here.
I do like to drink, so
yeah. I get binging the floor. That's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Although I have to say, last night the episode was a little slow for me, so I'm kicking it here. It's late in the evening where I am, but I'm over 50 and I'm drinking a caffeinated beverage before bed.
Okay.
Nice, Angie.
Angie,
is this Harley's? This is her 4th time on the show, right? Is this your 4th time on the show?
3rd.
Oh, I feel like you're one of our legends at this point that we've invited back. So we like you when we invite you back.
For sure. Well, she likes us when she accepts the invitation. So
you're right. She doesn't know Johnny Carson, but you do, and Tim does. Yeah. If Johnny invited you to the couch, he liked you.
He liked you, yeah, and you're back.
So
and
we like you around here, Harley. You're a part of our show.
We're super glad, and it's fun. It's fun when the contestants come back
you guys
and they stay in touch with us, and they're in the chat tonight. We're going to have some folks from season 5 in here. Some of our friends from, Tim from season 2. Hopefully we'll get some other folks joining us in. And, it's great when they come back and talk because they've got that insider knowledge, and it's fun to hear their perspective. So,
Nikki,
of the show.
What? Well, I was going to say, Nikki said she couldn't be here. So we said, hold our beer, Nikki. We're going to get a younger version of you.
Oh, snap.
Oh, I love it. This is amazing. That's amazing.
You're not wrong. I mean, if you look at Harley and Nikki side by side, I bet you could really make that comparison.
I'll take it proudly.
There you go. One of the friends of our show this season is Ren. She's on season 5, and she kicked us off at the top of the episode. She ended as the whale last week. Walked away with 20K, so nobody can feel bad about that. She kicked off the start of the show by saying, look, you know what? I'm the whale here. I think I can't just go back because I'm just going to come right back up here. So let me channel my own destiny. She's got 22 pieces of the floor and decides to stay and fight. What do you think about that? At the top of the show, being the whale, do you think staying and fighting is the best way to go, or go back and take your chances?
She said this right here.
Did she have...
Everybody's going to be coming for me.
Yeah. Did she have a time boost?
She had no advantage. No, not at all. And I think her idea was probably to go for that. I think that's all you can do as the whale. So it makes sense. And so she decided to go after Carlos, who's an actor, also apparently a bird watcher. And she took him off in bird watching for duel number 1. Thoughts on bird watching, folks? What'd you think?
This category was so boring, Harley. I was like,
it was.
I
rough,
would agree.
Right?
Just I would agree with that, just because it's not something that piques my interest. So,
do you think Harley Wren, and Angie, this is for you. Wren was like, I could do celebrity, blah blah blah, whatever. What was her category? I don't even remember.
She had inherited celebrity siblings.
Yeah, I could do all this stuff, but I remember when Rob said this.
Nobody has done less to earn more.
Yeah. Well,
So she's like, I've got to prove that I can do more to earn less.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try. Bird watching is so boring. I feel like that's what 80-year-old men do.
you know, it's kind of become an interesting pastime in Gen Xers. Gen Xers basically are turning to things like bird watching or podcasting, playing mahjong, pickleball. It's kind of like the new thing to do, like pre-retirement. But to be fair, season 1 had a much deeper bird category. I mean, the bird category in season 1 was challenging. To name nest and feather, I mean, honestly, I get that it's a family show. They want everybody to be able to compete, but you didn't even really have to study, and you could have gone pretty deep in that category. And with a name like Wren, you kind of expected that she might really tackle birds really well. And unfortunately, she stumbled early with Blue Jay. She said Blue Jay instead of Blue Bird, and it was a Blue Bird. Blue Jay.
She didn't know Oriole either. She didn't know Oriole.
Yeah, she didn't get
In her
Oriole. She didn't
defense,
get
I
Blue
said
Bird.
Blue Jay for like every single one until it was actually Blue Jay.
Right?
Blue Jay. Blue Jay.
And she missed
That's
Brad's favorite
Brad.
bird.
Blue Jay.
It was like the reddest bird on the screen. I think it was like a robin or something. I just said Blue Jay.
Harley, did you know I have bird Tourette's? I just walk around sometimes. I'm like, Robert.
Well, they had a titmouse, Brad. I think that's probably your favorite.
Oh my gosh, titmouse.
Yep,
No, I've
the
never even
titmouse.
heard of that.
I
That's
really
weird.
wanted to see the blue-footed booby because I've always thought
God.
that's like the best bird name ever. But we didn't get that deep. Carlos missed Sketchbook. Also weird for bird watching.
He's not a bird. First off, he's not a bird watcher. Let's get that down.
This guy doesn't look like he sits in parks and has binoculars. But I mean, who knows? People have secret hobbies, Brad.
No.
I'm sure you have a secret hobby that we wouldn't even think.
My hobby is sitting here on a Thursday night with you guys watching a crap show called The Floor.
Oh, them spike lords.
Yeah,
bro.
here you are.
I know. Yet here I am, Harley. You're right. I enjoy it. I love hanging out with Angie for an hour a week.
It's a good time. I mean, well, Ren did her best. She walks away with 20K, like you said. She didn't do a lot to get it. We're not going to say that's a bad thing. It's the way the show goes. She
But
got
Tim-
20K.
Tim writes, okay, you freshly watched this, Harley. Tim writes in the comments, Dion won 40,000 with only one duel. Did he?
Yes.
That was Barbie, right?
Yes. Well,
How did he win
he had
40,000?
Barbie. He
Don't
didn't
you have to
get
win twice to win 40,000?
No,
because
Oh, no.
You didn't get
Territory.
touched. Like
Oh,
Brian,
yeah, you're
he's
right.
free.
Good job, Tim. That's why you're the Jeopardy champ.
Yep, that's right, Tim. Well, this is fun though. You know, I'm excited. Somebody's going to stay to play. Carlos is there. I think anybody who's inheriting that whale spot is thinking, I got to stay. I got to go for an advantage. So he picks Patrick. Now, this is duel 2 of a 9 duel night. Okay. We're already swapping this whale back and forth. And Patrick gets pulled up. Mr. Wyoming and his full cowboy regalia.
Oh my god.
And he's got nature sounds. Now, we know this is going to be another audio duel. And
Yeah.
Rob says name the creature or the object.
Mm-hmm.
I got some feelings about some of these sounds, guys. I'm going to let you guys go at it first. Did anybody have any gripes you want to throw out there before I get on my soapbox?
This was something.
I know you're bored.
A little boring. It was boring, but it was also weird. I mean,
Yeah.
what were some of the, I mean, okay. First of all, I felt bad. Carlos got a couple, we already know that no, this isn't rigged. No, it's not stacked. Everybody online wants to say that, oh, they gave him the easy ones. Oh, they gave him the hard ones. It's tit for tat. If people pass, the whole thing gets, reordered. At this point, though, I felt like, I think it was tree falling was the first one where I was
Oh, that was
really
tough. I was like,
trying
what?
to figure that out. And the visual did nothing to help. It
Oh,
was like
yeah.
a gravel path.
Are they Can they see the visuals? Are they seeing those visuals?
Yeah, that's what they're
Those
saying.
visuals, those threw me off for a couple of those. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, the first thing you see is the visuals, even
Yeah.
before you hear, like,
Yeah, I thought it was like a wagon wheel on a gravel road.
yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me. I was like, a wagon wheel? And then it was tree falling, and that got him. And then I think he also got volcano. I've seen
That was
volcanoes erupt. I've never heard one really
I
erupt.
said that to my son. I'm like, I've never heard of volcano. I'm old and I've never heard of volcano. I don't know what they sound like.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really tough. Patrick missed hail. I think if you closed your eyes on that, and because we'd already had like a thunderstorm or something, he probably would have gotten hail. But I gotta say, I don't know, Carlos. I think he said something about Texas being good for bird watching, but I think he's from Chicago, and I'm pretty sure he lived through Cicada Geddon like a couple years ago. So how he missed cicadas, I don't get, because that sound is just gonna live rent free in our generation's head for a while.
I know a cicada. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got a little stuck. He said mosquito. He said, I get it. There's lots of buzzing things out there. But in the end, he ended up losing. But it wasn't even close. I think that's going to be the thing I want to point out this episode is, unlike last week or the other week when we had so many close duels, so many nail biters, so many duels decided at the last second, this week had only 2 duels that were under the 10-second differential, and they weren't even that far down. There was nothing that was a nail biter, nothing to keep us just kind of going, oh, it just all was very lopsided. And I think it started when Patrick took over there and beat Carlos. I don't know. It was an okay duel as far as audio duels go, I guess, but I think they were really digging deep for some tracks. I don't know. I thought they could have gotten maybe a little more interesting with those sounds. I guess they had animal sounds in season 3. Was that your season, Harley, or 4?
No, I don't think it was my. No, it wasn't my season.
I think animal might have been my season. We had season 2 now. Season 2 had animals, I think. So
Eric's in the chat. Patrick's part of your cult, right, Eric? I mean, he's in the Eric cult, I assume, because you were high-fiving him and stuff.
he's in Eric's corner up there anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2, Eric, I think Patrick's category bird sound or nature sounds.
It was last night, Carlos.
That's a boring category. I don't blame Eric for not wanting to do that. I mean, this was one of the all-time worst categories I've ever seen on the floor.
Yeah, it was very snoozy. I'm gonna say that I would agree with you. It was not great. It was weird. So we were glad to see it go, but we were happy that Patrick decided to stay. Once again, he's like, dude, I got to go for an advantage. Let's see what happens. Now, this is early days, right? He just finished duel 2 of a 9-duel night. So he comes up on duel 3 and decides he's going to take Manny in woodworking. Now, we've seen a lot of Manny this season. We saw a lot of cutaways with Manny's face. He didn't have a lot to say, but he got a lot of camera time. And I thought that maybe he was getting an edit, that he'd be somebody in the finals. But
No.
Nope.
No. Are you talking about this Manny right here?
My youngest daughter gave me a shirt a couple of Christmases back, and it says, "I turn wood into things. What's
Yes.
your superpower?"
Yeah, that would be him, Manny.
I turn wood into things. What's your superpower?
That's his superpower. I love that, though. I love that. I wish he would have worn the shirt on the show. It would have been really cute. But he's on the chopping block. No pun intended. For
Oh my
woodworking.
gosh, Angie.
I just came up with that on the
But
fly.
did you expect to see Bob Vila on the woodworking?
I would have loved to see Bob and Norm. I would have loved to have seen some of those old school celebrities. This old house, right?
What's his name? Nick Offerman. He's a big woodworking guy.
Yep.
Like, show
Yes,
Nick
he is.
Offerman. Oh, it's Nick Offerman. I know him.
Yep.
I didn't do any of that.
100%. Some of those images were just crap. Sorry, they were bad.
Eric high-fived 88 contestants every time he walked on the floor.
Well, I
He
think
gave you the one-finger salute, Eric. We all know it.
I think we did expect tools. I wanted
I love
to see
you, Eric.
tools. I think that would have been the mindset going up there. I mean, I know that they probably received more information, like things made of wood or items made of wood.
Yeah.
But like, where was a planer, a circular saw, an
I don't
awl?
think they showed saw at all.
Yeah, there wasn't even a saw.
There wasn't a saw? I thought there was one saw, right?
I don't know. That's how forgettable of a duel it was. I can't even remember if there was a saw in the image. I'm sure there was, but I think the only thing people remember is the world's smallest freaking doghouse.
Oh, that was a very
I
small
was gonna say,
doghouse.
That's a birdhouse.
I said dollhouse. I said dollhouse. I said clubhouse. I said clubhouse.
I said clubhouse too, but that potted plant to scale. What are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That was-
clubhouse.
that made no sense.
It's a clubhouse for midgets. Like, can we say midget anymore? Is that for smaller people
You
like
cannot
myself?
say that. You cannot say that.
Okay, sorry, for little people like myself.
Yeah.
But-
it was a poor image for Doghouse. And Manny, honestly though, that wasn't the first one he missed. I also don't think they're called earmuffs. I think earmuffs are what you wear in the wintertime. Those are ear
Yeah.
protection.
Those.
Yeah,
Right?
those were. I called them headphones. Those were
I think they're
headphones.
straight up like headphones.
Well,
Yeah.
They're not audio. They're ear protection.
They're noise cancellation headphones. But
Okay.
here's
I'll
what
give
I'd
you
like
that,
to
but
see.
not really.
Angie and Harley, Manny talked a big game. You can't talk a big game and then go up there and crap yourself. They should have given him a diaper and removed the shirt that says woodworking from him for good. Needs to be removed. Eric, dispute me on that. He crapped the bed for an old man on there. I like Manny. I love Manny. He's a hugger. I'm a hugger. But he did crap the bed.
He could have had a T-shirt that said, I hold in nervous poops. What's your superpower?
This is gonna officially be our poop episode, Angie. Just
It
saying,
might be.
explain that.
It
It's
might
gonna be
Well,
that.
we're gonna get to
I'm
that. 'Cause
honored.
we're gonna talk about having gas later. That was a line from last night. That'll be a good one. to
Let,
drop.
let me
But,
tell you this
yeah.
really fast. This is a little known fact that Eric doesn't know, Mark doesn't know, none of you ladies know. Originally, when I started the Hubcast Network, the third show I ever did on this was with Erin, everyday runner Erin. She hosted a pod on here called Ones and Twos, Harley. Ones and Twos. And we had normal people call in and they would discuss their most embarrassing poop moments. Classic show.
How old
Harley.
are you again?
I'm 46, but I have the mind of a 14-year-old. Yeah,
All right.
Thank you, Harley. Thank you for that fact check for our
No,
listeners.
of course. You know what? I respect it. It's all good.
Thank you, Harley. Thank you, Harley. That'll be in some trivia in Tim's trivia night we're having on here. Okay.
There you
Good
go.
to know, good to
There
know.
you go. Well, at this point, Patrick's staying to play. He's got 2 duels behind him. He's going for the trifecta. He's watched the show. He knows how to play the game. He says, all right, let's go for James and pie flavors. Oh, man.
I love the
one.
guy's energy, by the way. That was one of my favorite things to see that entire episode.
James was more awake than everybody else on the floor last
I
night.
love
No
that.
doubt. No doubt. He was doing awesome. And I don't know. I expected pieces of pie. I didn't expect things in a pie tin.
Yeah,
It
that
a
was
thing in the
weird. The
tin.
images were really
That was
weird.
super weird, but we know what Rob thinks to
See
the
what,
to,
what you like to do with your time, but I think I know.
He likes to eat pie,
he
Brad.
likes to eat pies. Exactly.
He likes to eat pie, Brad. He eats pie. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Were there any? Okay, you know what? I like cake.
He
Some
likes
people
to
like
eat
pie. Some people like cake. I like, but let me tell you, some of those pie that was weird. That was a weird duel. I'm sorry. Chess pie is not a chess piece in a pie tin. And okay, fun fact though, folks.
What's a
fun
chess
fact.
pie?
Chess pie is like a creamy, custardy thing. Anyway, I'll say this. This is really important. Our listeners should understand. For anybody laughing at James because he didn't get Mississippi mud pie first, and he said Alabama.
I didn't
dirt.
get that.
He
I
said
didn't get
Alabama
that.
dirt pie. I'm here to tell you there is an Alabama dirt pie. Now, to be fair, that wasn't the right answer because it was the shape of Mississippi, not the shape of Alabama. But if none of you know Alabama dirt pie, it's delicious. It's got an Oreo cookie crust, a cream cheese chocolate pudding filler, topped with Oreo cookies, and then gummy bears in there to make it look like a dirt mound. So it's a legit pie and it's pretty tasty. So I'm going to give James props if people are making fun of him.
Let me tell you, when my wife makes a Mississippi dirt pie, I come home and I say this.
Hello, wife.
Oh, wife.
I come home and I say that. I'm like, Kristen, you've made me a pie. I love you.
See, there you go. That's the way to Brad's heart.
I have a body
I-
built by
Oh,
pie.
we have it here. I didn't ever know that was what it's called. We just call it dirt. I have it in the house, like right now. It's
Right
in-
now? Wait, Harley, you have a dirt pie in your house right now.
Like, I guess, if that's what
Go
you call
grab it.
It's
We need
called
to see
dirt.
this.
Yeah.
Go grab
Good
this
deal.
pie.
I could.
Go do it right now. I want to see it.
Brad's gonna tell.
Go.
Brad's gonna
Go.
shut up our chat people. I swear, if she's got that pie in her house, that's freaking hilarious right now. That's pretty funny. What's your favorite pie, Brad? While we're waiting for Harley to show us what's in her kitchen.
Man, I love a good apple pie. Man, you give me a hot apple pie with some whipped cream, and some ice
Really?
cream, a little
Really?
bit of vanilla ice cream with that apple pie. You are, man.
See, I got this weird aversion to hot fruit. I don't
Really?
like my fruit hot. I can't have hot pie. If it's cold pie, okay. But hot pie, hot fruit in my pie, like no, thank you. I can't do it. I cannot. No, sir.
Really? I love any. Okay, are you a pie or a cake person?
It's
though?
got to be cake, man.
But see, here's what I don't like about the cake.
What's that?
The kids blow the cake. They're spitting on the cake while they're blowing the candles
That's-
out. I'm just like, I don't really want to eat that. It's kind of
No,
disgusting.
that's legit. That's legit. And I will say, pie takes the cake. Haha.
It
I
does.
just came up with that too. Pie takes the cake though because you have a savory pie, and like and fruit pie. So like, chicken pot pie, hand pies, empanadas. Like you can take the pie genre farther than the cake,
Yeah.
but give me a German chocolate
Okay.
cake every
Are
day.
you a whipped icing or a buttercream icing lady?
Honestly, I like the cake better than the icing. I like a light icing. I like a Cool Whip icing or a glaze.
What?
Because I don't want my
Oh
icing
my gosh.
overpowering my cake.
Is Harley okay? Do you think Harley's buttercream or whipped? Because I'm a buttercream guy. That whipped cream, you can keep that icing and shove it. I want to eat buttercream.
Yeah, or cream cheese frosting.
Guys in the chat,
Yeah. It's not like an pie shape, but it's literally, it has the gummy worms in it too.
oh, you should eat that while we record, Harley.
Yeah. You totally. Oh man, that's good
I'm
stuff.
so jealous right now. I want a bite of that. I can't
Girl,
handle it.
Harley, you know what? Harley's not fronting when she says she's
Harley's a
got
boss,
the
man.
She keeps receipts. She brings the pie.
She does.
Nice
Harley,
one.
are you a buttercream or whipped cream girl on your
I'm
icing?
not a fan of whipped cream, so
I knew it. I told you buttercream. Buttercream's the only way to go. Guys in the chat, buttercream or whipped cream? Let me know right now.
Yeah, for real. I'll tell you, I think we all can agree fondant tastes like
Oh,
disgusting.
fondant sucks,
No
but I do
fondant.
like watching Buddy Velastro use it though.
There you go. There you go. Well, and then you know what? The fact is, we talked about pie longer than that duel lasted. Basically, James just sunk. He didn't get French silk, but you know what? To his credit, I've never seen a coconut macaroon pie in my whole life. I've seen coconut pie. I've seen coconut cream pie. I don't know what a coconut macaroon pie is. I think that was a miss
It's not
on
real.
whoever developed those slides. That was really, really rough, but
It's
it
not
wouldn't have
real.
helped him anyway. He lost by quite a few seconds.
But we all know Patrick is going to be this.
He'll be back soon, I promise.
Yep. But you know what? And it's funny you say that. He gets his 3. He chooses the time boost. He goes back to the floor, and this is only duel 4. And I'm thinking, oh, Patrick, you're coming back. I know you are. It's only duel 4 and a 9 duel night. You're the whale. You're surrounded by tons of people. But lo and behold, we may not even see him again until the finale. This is interesting.
Angie, I knew he wasn't coming back because here's the thing. I know you think it's legit, and Tim will dispute me on this. But the randomizer was not so random tonight. They have to push the person behind Eric out. They can't let that person sit there. They were making sure she played tonight, and she had to play the guy beside her. It was happening. You knew it was happening.
And it was the very next duel. You're right.
Exactly. It was
The first time we see the
happening. They
randomizer-
were getting to that.
Yep, the first time we see the randomizer the whole night, it picks Donnell in that corner. You're
Yes.
Now,
Totally rigged, just like the NBA. Go.
right. I don't know about being rigged, but I was super excited that it happened.
Oh, I
And
was
the only
too.
way Eric gets thawed is if every player who hasn't dueled gets randomized. So the more singular players that get randomized and duel each other, I'm super stoked.
Wait, I'm
Things are getting
confused.
deep.
Angie Harley, help me out with this. You don't have to be randomized. It's just everybody that hasn't played yet, right?
Right.
So we're getting closer because I kept thinking, man, we got to get this Eric guy back on the stage again.
Yeah. for sure.
Eric, I know you're in the chat. You're hearing me. I think we need to get you back on the stage. I want this to happen.
Yeah.
So I was giddy about this.
Yeah, and you're right. It doesn't have to be people randomized. It's just if the randomizer is activated, we're absolutely guaranteed to get a single square, targeted, and then that single square may take another single square, which is what happened with Donnell and Jason. So Donnell's got cocktails. Jason's got banking. Donnell's a bar manager. Jason's like a financial analyst. We're thinking, gosh, they've been next to each other all this time. They've been studying each other's categories. James, or Jason probably has the advantage here, and he ends up having the advantage. It was not really very close. Jason only missed one. He missed the IRS, and Donnell missed some
The
stuff
one
like-
thing we all hate, by the way.
Yeah.
someone said that. It was actually
It was funny. Somebody on the floor was like, "Oh no, don't remind me of the IRS." Donnell
Wish I had
missed
that
stock ticker. She missed Robinhood, and in the end, she balked with U.S. Treasury building. So I don't know. I don't think anybody really expected she would win that, unless Jason was just assigned his category randomly and really knew nothing. But it wasn't just dollar bills. It wasn't just coins. There was definitely things related to the banking world, including crypto. So I thought it was a pretty deep category in terms
It
of
was good.
sides and knowledge. And, logos like Wells Fargo, that
It was way more enjoyable than birds or nature sounds.
It absolutely was. I thought it was picking up midway for sure.
Harley, I want your opinion on this because I find this overrated, and I don't think they did this on Angie's season. I'm not a fan of when you get your floor lights lit up. Everyone's like doing the, you know, oh my gosh, I don't like that. It's
I
kind
did
of like
that. I'll admit to it.
you did it. Oh my gosh, Harley. Okay, I'm clowning you, Harley. You're here. So I view that as the same. I feel that as same as the person who does this when they're walking into Walmart or into a grocery store, and the door opens. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like it's a Jedi mind
yeah,
trick
like
or something.
yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm not a fan of that. Listeners, let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just crapping on it. I don't know.
I don't think
we're
it hurts the show.
You know, it's actually happening for viewers. It's not blue screen. Those are actual liquid crystal displays under us. They are actually visually turning orange like fire. So we are reacting in real time to something that's there. So it's not like
they
we're
didn't do that
faking
in
it.
your season, Angie. They didn't do that in your season.
Not so much, but you know, some of us warmed our hands on it, whatever they were, you know, asking us to be animated about. But Jason get pretty excited. Jason is you know, like, dude, I guess I'm gonna see if I can get some advantage. This was an interesting move. Had Jason decided to go back to the floor, he would have been the corner square still, right behind Frozen Eric, and the only person next to him would have been Ocean Predators. So he would have been guaranteed to continue for a while unless Sean got randomized or people around him cut around. But there's no real advantage to going after
Yeah, he
him.
made a strategic mistake.
I wouldn't have kept going in that moment. And I'm
He's
a big
the-
fan of getting a time boost or getting a steal, but I don't think he needed to. Do you?
He's the one guy where, Angie, I'll go against what I say on this show, Harley. You know my feelings about staying on the floor. He's the one guy where I'd have been like, go back to the floor, homie. You ain't gonna win here. You can have big time Eric protect you.
Exactly. I think you got to use those boundaries
And that's what
that are
soap operas
existing.
is doing.
That's
too.
exactly what soap operas is doing. Exactly. There are
Well,
a
to
lot
be fair,
of
she has no other choice because she's boxed in. But
yeah. I just don't know if
I don't
Jason
know.
would have
A
kept
lot of
going.
players this season are. A lot of the players are playing the way that I wish I had the opportunity to play had I stayed longer. With the play 3, get a time boost, and lay low.
Yep.
A lot of people are doing that.
Harley, do you think you would be in Eric's alliance if you were on the show?
I was on the show, but like on this
I mean, on
season,
this season, what I mean. If you were on this season, I meant this season, Harley. You know what I meant.
well, it depends where my square would be. If I was nowhere near him, then it wouldn't make sense. But if I was like,
Harley, you were on
relatively
the
close-
show? Harley was on the show? I didn't even know that.
She was.
fun fact, yeah. I
Fun
was.
fact.
I didn't win a single duel, but besides that, I was on it. You could see my face.
Harley,
But-
you won the biggest duel of all. You were on our show, and that is the winner, right,
That's
Angie?
the prize. That's really that in itself is a prize.
Rob should have looked at you and said, "You didn't win, but you won."
You won.
Exactly.
Well, I still think
But-
at this point, people having watched the seasons, they're having more advantages by seeing other contestants move, seeing what works for them, what didn't work for them. And we're starting to see that most people don't go back with only 2. Most people are going for 3. Occasionally we see some one-offs. And in this case, I just think Jason, maybe he was in shock mode. Maybe he just felt compelled to continue. I don't know, but I think he would have had a better shot if he'd gone back. But he challenged Sean in his own category, Ocean Predators, and he kind of balked. He missed anglerfish, he missed lionfish, and I think we found out that he never saw the movie Elf, or he would not have missed the narwhal. I think that classic
true.
scene where Elf is moving from the North Pole to New York City, and he
I
passes his little Arctic puffin and narwhal friends. I mean, hello.
yeah.
It
To
was kind
answer
of
your question though, Brad, I think that if I had the opportunity to be in an alliance with him, I would. I mean, there's no harm in it. As long as he would take me, I would happily.
If Eric's still in the chat, Eric, would you take Harley in your alliance that you
I'm not
claim
saying I
doesn't
wouldn't
exist?
backstab him at some point. I mean, the game gets close at some point. You're gonna have
You know,
to,
you
but-
know who's taking you in the alliance, Harley? This right here.
This guy.
This guy's taking you. That's
This guy.
Eric. This guy's taking you.
Yeah.
He's
take-
taking
You
you.
know, I would love to team up for as long as it would benefit my game. It wouldn't hurt to have somebody on my side.
Well, Harley is doing this right here.
They're playing checkers. I'm playing chess.
You have those on standby.
I do,
And
Harley.
Harley, do you think the floor's like Survivor?
Ooh. I I think they're very different games, but I mean, there's some
Well,
strategy.
we only say that because Eric did make a loose comparison a couple episodes ago that got us fired up for a while.
I think. Yeah.
There's some strategy to the floor. I don't know if it's necessarily as cutthroat as
I-
Survivor.
I think it's
But
more
yeah,
like
and-
this. It's more like this, Harley.
I do love that any, mini, miny, mo.
That was one of the funniest moments, I have to say.
That's Survivor. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Survivor. Well, Sean is using a little strategy. I think he's like, duh, I'm right here behind Eric in the corner. Why am I going to keep playing? I'm going back to the floor. Thank you very much. So I think we'll see Sean for a while. I don't think he'll be going anywhere for a while. So we get our second and only 2 randomizers of the night. And here's where we get, I'm calling him Mullet Man because I couldn't remember his name for a while, but it's Jonathan. He's got that classic Major League mullet. Like if you ever saw the movie Major League, like with Charlie Sheen back in the day, it's like Jonathan just put him in the outfield with that the mullet. I can just see him with that baseball cap on. He says he's a former MLB player, which is fantastic. But why then does he have golf?
Yeah, golf.
Golf. He didn't have rookie of the
He
year.
probably plays a lot of golf.
He probably does if he's a retired baseball
hope.
player. But yeah, I think he was a pitcher. I don't know what his position was, but I think he played a couple of years. And I think his career ended with injury. And now I think he sells real estate. But anyway, he's a big sports dude, right? So we're thinking, great, bring the heat, right? He's like, all gas, no brakes, Rob. Let's go. And he picks gas stations because it's the only option he's got. And we bring Dean back. Dean's the retired music
I like
teacher.
Dean. I like Dean.
I do too. I wish he'd stuck around a bit more. But again, this was a pretty close duel by, comparison to the other duels of the night. This one had only a 7-second differential. But finally, it's one that was like tit for tat. And I really was curious who would win. It was not a blowout. Unfortunately, our buddy Dean lost. Jonathan wins. Dean missed things like Sunoco, 76, and golf. He missed all of the logos. And Jonathan missed a couple. He really struggled with squeegee and air pump, which was interesting, but he still was able to pull out the win. I do believe it gave Brad one of his new favorite drops of the season. Would you like to
Yes.
flex that, Brad?
Harley, have you ever said this to one of your boyfriends?
I got gas. Yep. I
No.
got gas. Yep.
I got
I have
gas. Yep.
gas.
I got gas.
Have you ever said that to one of your boyfriends, Harley?
I can't say I have.
I think you have to be in a long-term relationship before those phrases just roll right off your tongue.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
But
Harley.
Dean will be played now in perpetuity on this show because Brad's got a couple, between that and Sunday toppings. I think Dean's gonna.
Oh, I can't let this episode go by without me dropping my favorite line of all time.
Sunday topping.
Word.
And this one.
Good job, Brad.
Uh,
There's that, yeah. So, yeah, for all you guys that love the drops, there you go. There you go.
love that.
I got gas. Yep.
Nice one, Brad. Nice one.
Oh my gosh. Harley, when you marry someone, you'll just say, I got a fart. That's the way it happens. I'm just telling you. Take
Yeah.
it from
I'll
Angie.
just- Got it. Got it. Straight up.
Anyway, I do like this guy. He's a good dude, and I hate to see him go home. And I do want to. I would be remiss to say that did Angie freeze up? She stayed in the same
Yeah.
spot.
I was.
I mean, if Angie's maybe she's just tricking us. But I will say, Mark, who we love on the show, loves Manny, and I do think Manny's a great dude. Mark, please do not think I insulted Manny. I like Manny. I wish he was still on the show. He's a great guy, and Mark's a great guy. And Angie is gone. So it's down to me and you, Harley. Woo! We get to take over this show, baby.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Angie's gone. So now that Angie's gone, let's really talk about all the things Angie doesn't do good.
Oh, right.
Oh, so I don't have notes. So I don't know what the next category was, Harley.
Oh, does Angie have the notes?
She does that. She's the greatest at that. I'm not.
I got you.
So if we've got listeners, maybe you chime in and let us know what the next. Oh, wait, hold on. So he loses, he beats our guy, he beats the gas station guy. And then he says something. I want Angie on here so bad right now because I need her to chime in on this. I don't even want to continue without her because I've got to ask her this question. But then we're down to the last challenge. Am I right, Harley? Where he's gonna?
I thought there was one more.
Was there one more?
I have to wait. Okay, I thought there
We
was.
sound like idiots right now, Harley.
We do. I watched this episode today because it came out on Hulu today. So the fact that this isn't coming back to me, I think there was it another guy before the
Eric. Okay,
Ren.
Ren's in the chat. Ren, what was the challenge after the gas station? It was Rookie of the Year. Okay.
Because I knew it was another sports one.
Rookie of the Year, and this guy was not equipped for Rookie of the Year. He was not good. Why is this his category, Harley?
Well, actually, he wasn't that bad. I mean,
come on, Harley. He kept saying Jack Nicklaus for John Daly, and I'm like, bruh.
I got none of them. I don't think I got Caitlin Clark.
You got Caitlin Clark. Okay, but that's not your category. What was your category?
Me? High school.
Yeah. What was it? School supplies. School supplies, right? Yeah, I remember that now. See, I remember you were on the show, Harley. You don't have to remind me. You don't have to flex every time you're on the show. Ren.
My category wasn't school supplies.
Since Ren's on the show, I'm going to play her drop for her so she can hear because she wants to hear her drop, I'm sure. Here's her drop.
Everybody's going to be coming for me.
Oh, everybody's going to be coming for. Is Angie coming back? If she doesn't come back, we're kind of lost at this point because I need her here.
There's 2 duels left.
There's 2 duels left. Okay.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Let's talk about Rookie of the Year. He knew LeBron James and blah, 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 blah.
There were a couple hard names that.
Wait, what was hard for you, Harley? I mean, as a sports fan, my son's 13. He's like, I'm ready for this. We're going to get Victor Wembanyama. We're going to get Michael Jordan. We're going to get LeBron James. I didn't know the hockey, Ovechkin. I didn't know Ovechkin.
I know the bare minimum about sports. I know you put the ball in the hoop and you score the basket and you get a touchdown. Listen, if it was Broadway shows, I would have been on that. I know absolutely nothing about sports, so I mean.
Angie just texted me and said the power went out in DC, and she doesn't know if she'll return. So it looks like it's you and me, Harley. We are bringing this show home.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. You didn't know you were called into number 2 duty tonight, did you?
I had no idea. Well, that's all right.
Nikki just said, reminder, I'm not on tonight. Well, we know that, Nikki. We pretty much
just you and me. Let's do it, Brad.
Okay, so I'm going to do my best, Angie. So now that we've got through Rookie of the Year, we get to quite possibly communications can only mean one thing, invasion. Thank you, Tim. Tim, you're in the audience. You like sports. Do you agree with this? Because I wholeheartedly disagree with this right here.
Favorite baseball movie ever made? Moneyball. 100%. Great movie.
That is not true, Harley. As baseball movies go, Moneyball is not the greatest baseball movie of all time. There's no freaking way I'm picking Moneyball.
I think I've seen maybe 2. Maybe?
2? Okay, I can think of Field of Dreams. That's better. Field of Dreams is better. Major League. Tim says Major League is good. Yes. Pride of the Yankees is a great baseball movie about Lou Gehrig. Bull Durham is a great baseball movie. The Natural, a great baseball movie. I don't really feel like people are going Moneyball with Brad. A movie about analytics is supposed to be the greatest baseball movie of all time. I disagree. Bad News Bears, better than Moneyball.
Was Rob Lowe in it?
No, he
That's
wasn't.
what that's why I thought you said it. Like,
Was Rob Lowe in? Was Rob Lowe in Moneyball? There's no way Rob Lowe was
I
in
only say that because
Moneyball.
why would he ask? It just felt.
It
I
did
mean,
feel
he's-
weird.
He is a professional baseball player, so I guess.
Okay, I'm looking right now. Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe. I don't think he was in Moneyball. I'm willing to bet he was not in Moneyball. Man, it's so weird without Angie on here. It's so weird. Bench Warmers, better baseball movie. Angie's back. Angie's back. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, we've got Lauren in the chat now. Lauren's here. Whew, we can start. Angie, I didn't know what to do. I was having to be
You were
you.
sweating
It wasn't
there.
good, Angie.
I am so sorry. There was power surges. I'm in DC at my folks' place, and there's a storm, and all of a sudden, all the lights went like this, and then everything, even my cell, Anyway, I'm back. I'm sorry I left you in the lurch. It was not my fault. It was an act of God. My fault.
Angie, I played this. Do you agree with this or do you disagree with this? I'm going to play it one more time.
Favorite baseball movie ever made? Moneyball. 100%. Great movie.
That is not true.
I am really glad you played that. I really am. Now, I'm going to be fair. I loved Moneyball. Loved it.
Good
Is
movie.
it the best? No, I'm a fan of Field of Dreams. I'm
Thank
telling
you.
you, I lived in Iowa for years. I've been to the actual Field of Dreams field, and in Dyersville, Iowa. I mean, it is just it's a magical baseball movie in my opinion. And I mean, we can't compete with things like The Natural. What's your favorite, Brad?
Field of Dreams. And you can't watch Field of Dreams because here's the thing. If you've lost a parent, the opportunity to play with your parent one more time.
Yeah.
And I've lost a mom when I was young. So the opportunity to be with my mom for just 3 minutes would be amazing. Although I wouldn't wish it. I wouldn't want her to leave heaven to be here. But I will say that movie's way better than a movie about analytics in
100%.
baseball.
100%.
The fact that Rob was like 100%. Like, Rob, did you forget Major League? Did you forget Field of Dreams? Did you forget The Natural? Did you forget Pride of the Yankees?
Or Bull Durham. I mean,
Bull
Kevin
Durham,
Costner's
Bad
second
News
longest
Bears.
baseball movie. Bull Durham. Bad News Bears. Hello.
For love of the game. Did you forget these things? I mean, come on now.
Clearly you did. Harley, do you have a favorite baseball movie?
I was telling Brad, I'm the least sports person you could ask. I know nothing about sports. I got Caitlin Clark-Ray on the Rookie of the Year, and I think that was it.
Well, I'm proud of you for that. That was awesome.
Thank
Caitlin
you,
Clark,
thank you,
also
thank you.
from Iowa, an Iowa Hawkeye. Go Hawks.
We need to give Harley a crash course in sports, Angie.
100%.
I
We
need
do.
one. I need
And we're
one.
starting with movies. Here's your homework, Harley. For football, you need to watch Rudy. For
Rudy.
basketball, you need to watch Hoosiers.
Hoosiers.
Okay, you got me? All right. Okay, start there.
Harley,
Back
let
to-
me ask you this, Harley, since we've got plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of those girls whoever you're dating, you'll root for whoever they like?
No.
Okay, good. I do respect that.
Harley's her own woman. I can tell that.
Yeah, I am my own woman.
Harley's a
I don't
good
know-
girl.
I don't
Okay, wait.
know anything.
Since we're having some sport banter, I want to. I know I was offline briefly. Did you guys get to Duel 8 with the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I said this guy was not qualified to actually carry the Rookie of the Year category.
No,
I thought
definitely
you
not.
know.
Thank you, Angie. Me and Angie are on the same page tonight. We're
Really
vibing.
are. This rarely happens. But yeah, it was not great. But you know what? It did bring up another fantastic sports debate, Brad. If you want to talk about best baseball movies of all time, I have to throw something at you.
Okay,
Is golf a sport or a pastime?
it's a sport, and the fact that he didn't know John Daly blows my ever-loving mind.
Can I say this? And I really hope people in the chat are going to weigh in. This is very important to me. Let me ask you this: do you think you need to be an athlete to play a sport?
Yes,
Okay. Do you think John Daly is an athlete?
yes, he is because he can crush a ball. I'm teeing off in the morning at 7:30. It's tiring to play golf. It is not an easy
It's so
sport.
easy.
If you Google, please, dear listeners, if you haven't recently, and Harley, I encourage you to do this too, Google John Daly.
Well,
And
he's
I
fat
can
as
almost
crap.
guarantee the number one picture you're going to see is a bloated, potential abuser of alcohol, smoking on a stogie on the
Or a
grill.
heater.
That is not an athlete, bro.
Yes, it is. Angie, okay, Google Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer of all time, and he's got a ripped body.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Okay. You can be an athlete and play golf, but playing golf doesn't require you to be an athlete.
Yes, it does, Angie. You play
John Daly.
18 holes, walking
John Daly.
18 holes. You're swinging a golf club at a
They don't even carry their own clubs, Brad.
Yes, but you're
That's
still
the idea
grabbing a
of
club
what's
and
that?
you're swinging it. You got the torque.
You're
You got the
walking.
power. You're like,
Nope, you're walking, bro. You're walking the holes of a course. You're walking. They invented little cars because people didn't want to walk. And people carry
Angie,
their clubs.
Tim, I need you to bail me out here, bro.
No, it's not. It's like it's
Go
a
against Angie,
pastime.
please.
It's not a sport. Nope, sorry.
It is a sport. Golf is definitely a sport, Angie. I'm about to play it in the morning. I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to come home and I'm going to look at my wife and I'm going to say to her, I'm going to say to my wife, I can't even. I'm going to say this.
I got gas. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You know why? Because people eat their way through 18 holes of golf. I've seen it before. It's a pastime, bro.
You do like a good you do like a good glizzy on the golf course. I will say a good hot dog on the golf course is a crowd pleaser.
Look, I've never seen people play basketball or football and in the same
Wait.
way that people walk their way through 18 holes of golf.
Okay,
It's
is
very
baseball a
different.
sport? Okay,
An
Angie, is
activity.
baseball a sport?
There's running.
Okay, but if I'm a pitcher, I can have the biggest gut of all, and I can pitch.
But you still have to run.
No, not much. You're not expected to hit.
What about the guy that catches them or something? Like, what's
You can be fat being a catcher, Harley. Thank you.
Yeah, but catchers have to squat and they have to throw balls.
I
very
squat
far.
every day on the toilet. What's the big deal?
And golfers bend over.
Girl.
Thank
they
you,
don't even
Harley.
pick up their own
Are you
ball.
on my side or Angie's side, Harley? I can't tell right now.
I think golf is a sport.
Thank you, Harley.
You don't
Angie, you're
sweat.
outnumbered.
You could play 18 holes of golf and not break a sweat.
Are you
I
crazy,
think
Angie?
18 holes of
Are
golf,
you
I have
crazy?
to
I'm gonna
play.
sweat tomorrow when I'm playing golf.
That's because it's June almost, and not because it's.
But I'm
golf.
in Minnesota. It's not like I'm in Texas.
Forget it. Forget it. I'm sorry. I'm telling you.
I'm
right
gonna
now,
say a
that-
line that I hate to hear.
Sorry.
Let's agree to disagree, because I think that's the stupidest line of all time.
That is a stupid line. I'm right and you're wrong, and we'll move on to Duel 9. Okay.
Oh! Tim said just because something is a sport doesn't mean you have to be a good athlete to play it. Plenty of folks play recreationally. Do you consider pickleball a sport?
Yes.
That's
It
just as much a
requires-
sport
okay,
as golf.
Look, it requires more stamina and endurance. I believe, look, at the end of the day, it gets tricky. But when I think about a sport, I think about the Olympics. I think about the purity of showing strength, speed, endurance, agility. I don't believe, to me, golf is on par with billiards or throwing darts.
No. Golf, you have to have great hand-eye coordination.
Have you ever tried to shoot pool? That's hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, but
Throwing
pool's not the
darts?
same. Pool's a sport. Darts, I throw darts in my basement all the time. I'm actually getting better at it. I could probably beat you, Angie.
Now
Here's
we're
the bigger
dragging it.
question. Why does it matter?
Could you beat me, Harley?
At what, darts?
Yeah.
I have a darts board in my basement, but I don't use it that often.
I
love
think
darts.
I think it's an interesting thing to even be more meta and say, why does it matter? Like,
It
why
doesn't.
am I so fiercely arguing against it when I
Angie.
really don't have a dog in the fight?
We should have our own. We should do a special episode of Is Golf a Sport and see if anybody
100%.
watches.
100%. All
It'll be a
right.
new
Well, in the
podcast.
meantime, I think what we learned is that Jonathan, he may be able to play golf, but he doesn't play the floor very well, and he
No.
loses in his duel. And then he's getting ready to get
It,
schooled.
it made me think this, Angie. How sad would it be to get to the floor and never get to play your category?
It's sad. It's happened, and it's not fun. Womp
Yeah.
womp.
Womp womp. Anyway.
Okay. Duel 9, though. It's the last duel of the night. This was fun. I've never seen Rob Lowe look shorter than he did during Duel 9.
He reminded me of me. He
He probably could have fit in the doghouse that Manny was supposed to build in woodworking because he looked like a tiny little man. And he's not tall, but he definitely didn't look tall when he's compared to Jonathan and Carolyn. It was almost like a sight gag. It was pretty fun to see that.
Yeah, it was. And I did fail to mention this when you got knocked off. I wanted to bring this up. I don't like when people say this on the floor.
So good. Also, I could have killed that.
Yeah, the gal back with Ocean Predators. Yeah, you're right. Like the Monday morning quarterback, the backseat driver, the whole like I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Oh, I would have taken him. I would have had all those. Okay, well, you were on the floor and you weren't up there on the podium in the moment, freaking the heck out. And they know better.
It's a real thing. We saw it with Manny. Manny knows wood, but Manny nutted up on the stage and he couldn't do it. And
I thought we'd see woodworking against balls early on, and I was waiting.
oh my gosh.
Oh my.
The hardwood and the balls. Oh my gosh.
It didn't happen. But this was
We've got a child on the air right now with us, Angie.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I lost 2 wood shops, so.
We had nuts. We had
But
balls,
although
we had
Harley's going to turn 20 soon.
That's true.
See?
So if you go to her university, she should be the star of your university right now.
I wouldn't say that, but.
Go for it. Go
Harley,
for it.
do you get people coming up to you going, "Oh, you're the girl from the floor. Can I get your autograph?"
No, but people have recognized me just from my Instagram.
There you go.
Oh, okay, that's
So
good.
they'll be like,
Yeah.
"You're the girl that's on the show." I'll be like,
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
nobody
That
recognizes.
happened like twice though. It's not a common occurrence.
I would be like, "Oh my gosh, there's Harley."
It's Harley Baker from the floor.
She'd say, "Get away from me, old man."
We'll buy her drinks on campus. Oh yeah.
Wait. And when Harley came on, she told me this.
I do like to drink, so.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
No, she didn't say that. No. She's not legal. She cannot have alcohol yet.
Did I say that?
Yeah, she can. Well, Jonathan, I want to give Carolyn some props here. Okay, first of all, as a former basketball player myself, I was really rooting for her. I mean, like, let's go. Not only because she's a female athlete, not only because she is tall and, clearly like a force to be reckoned with in her own category, but because Jonathan, I just think what hubris if you're going to go after a former WNBA player in basketball players. The guy was just asking for it, and he got hammered, completely slayed by her. It was awesome because he doesn't know women athletes. He doesn't know women's basketball. And I was like, you stink for thinking you could take her down and that it was only going to be NBA players from the male game, not WNBA. I thought that was lame, and I'm glad he lost.
Please tell me you have the audio of, I forgot who it was.
I don't.
Saying, listen, I really want her to win because, girl power and sisterhood, but I also want him to win because he's cute. Because that had me falling on the floor.
That was so gross.
Did you think he was cute, Harley?
He's attractive, but I thought that was really funny.
Look,
It was funny.
No. Yeah, she's like, I really want to do this, but, hello, he's pretty.
Do you think that's why they want Eric to win? Because they think he's hot?
Eric's a good player. I respect him.
Whoa. You think, how many duels has he actually won? He doesn't hold a big piece of territory.
I think that he's going to get out of this. I think that Aaron, yeah. I think that he's going to get out of the territory freeze and be faced with much, much larger whales. So I don't even think he's going to be looked at too much because people don't really know.
No, they're gunning for this dude. They want him gone. They want him gone very badly, Harley.
He got his territory frozen while he was the whale. Now he's not.
I think ultimately, guys, he's going to be thawed next episode. I got a feeling there only have to be 7 duels for everybody to have played, and that's plenty for him to be back up, thawed out by the end of next week's episode.
That's true.
Angie,
it'll be fun.
Don't you think they want him unthawed? Like the people on the floor.
I mean, they're playing it out like that. First of all, who doesn't? Nobody on that floor wants somebody else to have an advantage, unless they're in this blind alliance, which doesn't make any sense. And you know what? I have to think Eric, although he loves the strategic advantage it gives him to be frozen, when you're up there and you've played, you kind of get to me, you want to play more. You want to play? Like, let's go. He's probably bored at this point. He's tired of doing his like Frozen Man impression, being asked if he's got ice in his veins or whatever else is going on. I think he's ready to light it up, and I think he's ready to prove to people that maybe he doesn't deserve the criticism he's been getting. I guess we'll wait and see, but I'd like to see him unthawed next
I
week.
disagree. I think he deserves all the criticism he's getting because the edit they're giving him makes him come across like a douche. And I'm glad Lauren is not in his in his alliance.
Yeah.
And she's too nice to be in his alliance. I like Eric. I think he's manipulated enough people to give him the win. But if I was there, I would be like, I want to knock this guy out. I've got to knock him off his
I think
pedestal.
he absolutely earned his territory freeze and played great.
Hold on, Harley. Harley.
But
Are you freaking serious? You think he earned it? The girl could have challenged him. Jessie. Is it Jessie? I can't remember her name. And she's like, no, I'm in an alliance with him. I'm not going to challenge him.
That's totally different. The alliance thing, that's not his fault. He's manipulating. He's playing the game.
Okay, you admitted he's manipulating him, Harley.
I mean, like...
Has he really played a good game, or is he just manipulating them?
Well, he's strategic.
Why not both?
Them in a way that's
I guess both. Angie, I don't think he's played a good game. Brian played a great game. Brian was like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge. Anybody challenge me, I'll go up and I'll play you. I don't care. But Eric, he's got protected by the stupid freeze, which I think is the worst addition to this show they've ever
I'm
had.
not a fan of the freeze. I don't love it.
Angie, we've been agreeing a lot tonight, Angie. What's going on with this, man?
It takes away from
once
the
it
game.
disappears,
I don't love it.
I think that it's a little. I think it's not the best advantage. I mean, it's a great advantage for Eric, but like in general, once it goes.
What do you think, Harley? What do you think? Brad and I have got a couple ideas. One, it's we've got the category swap. I think we need a territory swap, where you get to switch places with anybody on the floor. So if you don't want to be the whale, you can give it up. If you don't want to be in the corner, you can go somewhere else.
That's good.
I think that's way better than the freeze personally. But at this point, it's really a numbers game. We've got.
But would you take your category with you?
Yeah. In that case, you take your category and just swap places.
I think that's a great idea.
Harley, do you know we come up with this before the floor did?
Did you?
When I first heard of the category swap, I thought that's a great idea. I want to take it.
Yeah.
We did come up with the category swap on this show before the floor actually presented it. I'm just saying. We are, we're the legends on that.
We're pioneers.
We're the pioneers. Thank you, Angie. I gotta get an AI generated photo of me and you being pioneers.
Oh my gosh! Can I have a bonnet? Can I have a
Yes.
bonnet and a bustle?
I got you guys.
Thanks. And
Make that for us, Harley.
We'll put the rest of our anybody who's appeared as a guest host can be like in the wagon, like sticking out or something. It'd be pretty funny.
Oh my gosh, Harley! We got Tony.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll be in that the meme that's like, get in losers, we're gonna die of dysentery, and we'll do like this Oregon Trail pioneer thing. It'll be.
And then we can have Alex going, I know Bravo.
Bravo. Well, at this point, in the end of the episode, it's really a numbers game. If Carolyn decides to go back to the floor, which I think she will, unless she's going to continue for an advantage, we could have Eric thawed in 7 duels. We've got 4 players with the 5-second time boost who are currently active on the floor. And there's only one corner left, folks, and that's little old Edie with Yacht Rock in the corner. She ain't going to be touched for a long time, I bet.
What is Yacht Rock, by the way? What is Yacht Rock?
It's a genre of music, bro. Think like Christopher Cross. Think.
Are we Captain and Tennille? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah. Any of those, like,
that
super
seems brutal,
slow
man.
songs
That
from
seems like a
70s.
category I'm not challenging. Are we thinking about like Afternoon Delight and that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Do you know what Afternoon Delight is, Harley?
I don't know the specific no, but I have a convertible and I put the Yacht Rock station on. Like it's.
Do you have a convertible, Harley?
Yeah, and then I just turn on Yacht Rock and I blast it. And it's like.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Harley's-
afternoon. If you partake in a little afternoon delight, it's a euphemism for
I'm gonna do that with my wife tomorrow, Harley.
loving in the afternoon. Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Gotcha.
I have
yeah.
the best looking woman, so yeah, I'm gonna make sure that
Noted.
happens.
Just don't tell her you've got gas, Brad.
Ugh.
Not sure how that'll go.
Yeah, tell
What-
us how
what-
that goes, or don't. But at this point, there's 12 categories that haven't been played yet. Those could be knocked out. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. And we're getting close to the semifinal, guys. I got to say, though, I'm really hoping next week we bring
I got
more
gas. Yeah.
and that we have closer duels. I think there were a lot of real slow ones this week. And, you can't help that. The game goes the way it goes. The duels go the way they go. But
So we're down to 2 episodes, Angie. We're down to 2.
Right? Because this was 9. Wait, are there going to be 12? In which case we have the semifinals.
Well, we had the.
So we're going to have 10, and then there's going to be a double
I've gotten
finale.
word from someone on this season that it ends June 10th. Is that right?
All right. Yeah, because, well, see, next week will be the semifinal, and then the final is usually a 2-hour finale, so they'll have like a double episode.
I hate the 2-hour finale, but you know what we can have on the 2-hour finale, Angie?
What's that?
We're going to have actual people on the show because the season's over.
That's right. We can bring the contestants on. Anybody in the chat who wants to come and
Lauren has already agreed to appear on the show, and I'm hoping she wins. Her and Mark at this point.
What?
Wasn't I on the show when my season was airing?
Harley, let me explain this to you. You haven't been listening to our show this season. I ranted about Fox. Fox reached out to me, and they're like, hey, we need to give you authorization to have anyone on the show. That's why we've not had anybody from the season actually on camera.
Oh.
They took that from these nice people. So when the season's over, I'm going to be like, I don't give a crap about you, Fox. Lauren's coming on because the season's over. And I hope she wins. I hope Mark wins. I'm rooting for both of them. They're my 2 faves.
Yeah, what do you think, Harley? You just binged it. Have you got any dark horse contestants or people you think are going to win it?
Actually, yes. Puppet, Muppet, whatever. She.
Muppets.
Liz, is that her name?
Yeah.
You're rooting for the Muppet Girl?
I think she's awesome. Like, she seems just so cool to me.
All right. That's
Good.
the Muppet Girl.
Mark has confirmed he will be on the show when we premiere June 11th.
I mean,
Muppet has gotten some FaceTime. Muppet had some personality early on. Muppet could be a dark horse candidate. That's not a bad choice. We'll see what happens.
I don't think it's Muppet. They haven't given Muppet enough FaceTime.
I also think that maybe somebody we haven't seen yet. I personally am rooting for the baby of the season because I was the baby of the season. I know Greek Life is Thing 21.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing, Harley. I'm gonna be mad if it's somebody we haven't seen yet because that's what's wrong with this show. We need to have someone we're rooting for the whole season that wins it. So I'm hoping that it's Mark or it's, Lauren.
But you
That's
also
hoping.
give the same chance to the people who just were not. It just didn't work out for them. It wasn't around them. They didn't get selected.
True. You're right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see. It'll be interesting to see who wins.
Devin says I like Liz as well.
Yeah.
Which one is Liz? The pageant girl. She's a follower of our show.
Paige has pageants. I think Liz might be handbags. Some girl loses her ever-loving mind next week in the promos.
Oh my gosh. Mark says his birthday is the 11th, so he'll come on his birthday. Can you imagine that conversation? His wife's like, hey, baby, we're going to spend some time together? No, I'm going on the floor recap with Angie.
I did on the recap the day before my 19th birthday.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, wait, when is your 20th birthday, Harley? October 19th.
And look, Harley's doing great. I mean, I think ultimately we're good luck for people. You got to come on the day before your birthday, and you have another trip around the sun on us.
Well, we know Harley's going to come back on the show unless I've made too many fart jokes tonight. I mean,
hey, did you finish your pie, Harley?
I didn't. I couldn't.
What?
I got left
You
over.
can't finish that? I would have crushed that in like 1 minute.
Yeah. I'm hungry now. But I'll tell you what, we crushed this week's episode recap in spite of not having a ton of drama to work with. And of course we missed Nikki, but we were really thrilled to have Harley pitch hit for her. Thanks everybody for joining the chat.
Who's Nikki again?
I don't know. I hope she doesn't fall overboard though. We need her back.
I thought we had the younger version tonight.
She's a good egg. Oh yeah, Nikki number 2. We got Nikki in like beta form here. Harley is here. But yeah, next week.
Nikki Jr.
Nikki Jr.
We're going to recap semifinals next week of the floor. Let's see if Eric gets thawed out, huh? Shall we? We'll see what happens.
Let's do it.
All right.
Well, hey,
take care, everybody. We'll see
Angie,
you
great. Harley, thank you for appearing. We will thank you for the guys in the chat. We'll see you next week.